It's Week 11 of the 2024 season, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steamers and the Snowhawks on Monday Night Prime Time.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Tonight we wrap up Week 11 with a great Monday nighter, as it'll be the Steamers of Mexico City taking on the Snowhawks of Brooklyn.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for Mexico City, our visitors, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to... The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
What's the deal, y'all?
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he's got it to about the 40. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
19 carries, 77 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play.
And it's third down.
But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And they needed to be, because
now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
in every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Robinson up the middle.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a 2nd one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That one deep for London.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Drake London, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. When you look at this defense,
they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
got a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throws the out route and finds Claypool.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen, here's Algier. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A gain of 4.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's got the 1st down and then some.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steamers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
McPherson set to kick off.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now Lance.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And Lance now to throw. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. In trouble, and he's taken down. Carry-on Winfrey. Able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the 2nd quarter, Mexico City in possession. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 14.
And complete to Drake London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch here for London, and also a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 9.
They'll set up to throw.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
On first down, Lance.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Like certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson to the 43, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Lance looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And we're at the 41, second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 41-yard line.
And Lance going to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw into the hands of Kirk.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance.
And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing is Lance on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on third down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going right back to Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Tyler Algier with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steamers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. This offense back to work now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Lance now on first down.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Lance.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. will begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was Tyler Algier with a solid performance in that first half of action. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Mexico City.
Algier going straight ahead. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Again, a good friend in football always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They need 12 here. It's third down. Here's Lance.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Stiff-armed him. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Algier now up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Algier with another carry.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Give to Algier from the shotgun.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 27-yard line.
On second, here's Algier.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Algier.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw.
Into the hands of London.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
On a give, it's Algier.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Tyler Algier.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steamers are able to widen their advantage.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Snowhawks 9.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And Lance now to throw.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Back to Robinson now on first down.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn.
From midfield, here's Lance.
As we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Desperation time here. Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They go play action here on first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Steamers.
They'll give to Algier out of the gun. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now back to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. They run with Algier.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Third down, here's Algier.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
A 36-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now for Lance. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Quentin Johnston was the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown!
T.J. Hawkinson,
28 yards.
And the Snowhawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Algier.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
6-yard return after a punt of 48.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And that's complete to Cooks. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Lance. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Algier with it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's brought down at the 31.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Algier. Touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is up to 15 now. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 15. Just over a minute 40 to play. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down.
Johnston hauls it in. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Lance going to throw.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
With such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort?
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Mexico City, the win form is number 6 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.